And we are live. And excuse me. And I don't know if my bitrate is okay because holy crap, it's like, hitting 1800, 2000. It's very low tonight. And I did a Twitch test before this. I think YouTube is okay, but I don't know if Twitch is okay. I'm just worried that if I switch servers, that will trigger another new stream and affect everyone's stream streak. But we'll see as we go along. Hopefully, this goes away. It's getting soupy intermittently. Oh, yeah, that's the problem. Okay, let me just check. Oh god. Sorry. Turned blurry for a bit. Yeah, I think that's the problem. Okay, let me check output. If I lower the minimum bitrate, will this fix it? Yeah, because, okay. My bitrate's like 1500, 1400, 1800, 17, 15. I'm thinking, should I switch to another server? Although I did a Twitch test earlier and everything looked okay. Alright, I think let's just roll with it. Yeah, suddenly it's 700. Like, oh god. They'd have some good freeze frames. Well, no, oh my god, it's 900. Holy shoot. Okay, I think it's better if I just restart than switch servers. I think it would be better that way. Just so we get this out of the way now, because later if things happen, then yeah. You do it within 90 seconds. Alright, I'll be back. Okay, this server is much better. This server is much better. Alright. Okay, usually I am at the Singapore server, which apparently to the Twitch test has a better ping time. Now I'm switching to the Manila server and yeah. Anyway, alright. Okay, my only worry is that if this will trigger another ad. Yeah, it will trigger another ad, damn it. Maybe some stutter. Oh god. Okay, I think I better move the... Alright, I'll move my minimum bitrate. I don't know what's wrong with this. When I did the Twitch test earlier, everything was fine. But suddenly, I don't know. Alright, I think we'll just roll with this right now. So, alright, again, everyone, welcome on in. Oh yeah, record. Why is this not recording? Jeez, what is wrong with my OBS tonight? Alright, everyone, welcome on in. Hopefully all technical issues are done. So, I guess let's get into this. So, welcome on in, more Ace Attorneys. So, We're going into case 3 tonight. So apparently that is the Maya. Maya is now back. So we'll see how she looks like. Alright, let's just get into it. We've wasted a lot of time doing technical troubleshooting. The Rite of Turnabout. Start playing from the saved game. Yes. Let's do this. Alright, episode 3, The Rite of Turnabout.
Wakey wakey, 201. Got some more questions. Sound the alarm! Prisoner 201's escaped!
Oh.
Well, you know, with Dad's back on the streets, things will be on the up and up for us.
Keep your voice down. You want that rebel hunter to find us or something?
Come on, we're small fries compared to... Huh?
Oh. All right. What does that? All right, is the audio okay? Just let me know. That's the episode. All right, May 9, 3:30 p.m. Temple. Another fine day in the kingdom of Khura'in. It's so peaceful here. Can't believe it's been 2 weeks already, but this place is really starting to grow on me. Still. Trial. It sure was a rough start. Now, to do what I came here to do. To see Maya. Her long ascetic training is finally coming to an end. But before it does, she said something about one last rite she has to perform today. Mr. Right! Oh, it's Albie. Hapiraki. Hey, Albie. Hapiraki. Oh, you've mastered the traditional greeting of Khura'in. I don't know about that, but I guess all that practicing is paying off. Have you gotten used to life at the temple? I'm grateful they're letting me stay here, but the mornings start a little too early for me. Hahaha! Yes, well, morning prayers do begin at dawn. After all, you can never pray too much. Daily devotion is very important here in Khura'in. Hats off to you guys, I don't know how you do it. And today's a special day, full of even more prayer than usual. There's nothing better in this world than being able to pray to your heart's content. I can think of a few things I'd rather do. So, what makes today so special anyway? You mean you don't know? Today's the purification rite. It's only performed once a year. That's what Mai must have been talking about on the phone yesterday. I wonder what her role in it is. So, what exactly is Maya going to be doing for this purification rite? Yeah, again, I'm sorry for the second bout of ads. I just had to restart my stream just because of some server issues. So yeah. I hope there's not much story going on during these ads, but yeah. If ever, there's always YouTube. What? Didn't she tell you? She's playing the role of Lady Kira. It's only the most important part of the entire rite. It's unprecedented to have a foreigner play such a key role. Wow, that's really something. It really is. Helping out such an amazing person has been the greatest honor of this humble tour guide's life. So, who is this Lady Kira you mentioned? Allow me to explain. Once upon a time, hundreds upon hundreds of years ago, there lived a female warrior who fought blah 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 blah. Let me stop you right there. Is something wrong? No, it's just, I get the feeling I'm in for a really long story. Yeah, I'd say that normally takes around 2 hours to tell. Phew. Dodged a bullet there. Oh, right. You're supposed to finally see Miss Maya today. Bread. Not. Alright, the story can wait. Then in the meantime, you can read up on the right to this. An English guidebook? Where did you dig this up from? I found it just lying there in the temple library. I figured no one's using it, so I borrowed it. Hey, this book belongs to Maya. See? There's her name on the back. Guess there's no harm in keeping this for a while then. Rights guide. Added to the court record. Miss Maya should already be at the site where the rite is to take place. Alright, let's have a look at this first. Alright, rights guide. The two... Alright. Okay. I assume I need this later. Why is it in the court record? If anything's added to the court record, be suspicious of it. It's gonna play a role in the case. Alright. Let's go to the Plaza of Devotion. I wonder if Maya's matured any since I last saw her. Oh, definitely she will. She's like how old now, 25? It's on a mountaintop, so it might get a little cold though. I think I can handle it. Examine. I should offer a prayer now and then since they're letting me stay here. Let's see. May there be a slightly softer futon tonight. And may tomorrow's breakfast be a little bigger. Wow, I'm impressed by your prayerful heart. Prayer is at the heart of Koreanism after all. May the Holy Mother's blessings be upon you. Oh, thanks. Now I feel kinda bad. This is a really gorgeous spring. You have an excellent eye for beauty, sir. This is the Guiding Waters, the centerpiece of our temple tour. It's a sacred pathway for people's mitama, so don't ever wade into it. Why? What would happen if I did? I don't think we should be even talking about this. Just don't go in it, okay? What's the worst that could happen? But we're okay for now, right? As long as we stay out of the water. What are those buildings over there? Those are training halls. Monks continuously undergo rigorous training there, day in and day out. You could try it out for a day if you'd like. They do really interesting stuff, like meditating while standing on their heads. That's really okay, Albie. Thanks. Anything else? Anything else I could, like, examine here? Doc, any ideas? There have been a lot more tourists this year than last. Then your tour guide business must be booming. It is, but I have more important things to do right now, namely, helping you, Mr. Right. I think I'll tip him a little extra for his help later. Let's head over to where the purification rite will be held. What sort of rite is it? We'd wind up missing a whole day of the rite if I were to explain it. In that case, I think I'll just go see it for myself. Alright, where do we go? No, Wow, what a beautiful badge! It's the attorney's badge we use in my country. Kind of looks like a sunflower to me. Yep, and I'm pretty sure there's even a reason for it. Please do explain, Mr. Wright. Maybe next time. Should have known he'd ask me to explain. Is this some sort of... Okay. I didn't want that. Sorry, but no. Oh. Sorry to be such a disappointment. Alright, I think it's time to move to the Plaza of Devotion. Oh. May 9, Plaza of Devotion. Brr, it's so cold. It's like the air itself is made of ice. But look at all these people. Well, this is the day we come to offer prayers to Lady Kira, the protector of our land. It's amazing to see how devoted everyone is. Devoted, right. But couldn't they just as easily do all this praying someplace warmer? This too is part of our religious training. It helped us build strength of spirit and willpower. Further up at the end of those stairs is the inner sanctum. Oh, that's way up high. I see. Even everyone I've met so far seems deeply religious. Of course we are. After all, Khura'in is also known as the land of prayer. It's said that we Khura'ini spend an average of 15 hours a day in prayer. What? 15? From the moment we wake to the moment we fall asleep, our hearts are always in prayer. You see all the square flags around here? They're known as prayer flags. They contain the prayers of our people. Oh, he's talking about these colorful strips of cloth. There's something written in each one. Such piety is the glory of our people, and I'm afraid that story's going to have to wait for another time, Albie. Maya should be here any minute now. Oh yeah, you're right. I can't wait to see Miss Maya again. Pardon me, O noble traveler. Is this Maya? It is.
How do you fare, Mr. Wright? It's been many a day.
And who might you be?
Maya.
Maya?
Wow. Miss Maya, Hapiraki. Hapiraki, Albie. And you, Mr. Wright. May the Holy Mother guide you on your journey. Oh, thanks. Hehe, long time no see, Nick. Ah! Wow. The Maya theme. Well, did I surprise you with my act? She still has like the same expressions. Wow. Nice. Nice callback. Yeah, he can say that again. This is Maya Fey. She's a spirit medium from Khura'in village back home. She was also my assistant for quite some time, but that was many years ago. Her ability to channel spirits saved me more times than I can count. I sure miss those days. It was a ton of fun being the real boss of Wright & Co. law offices. Now she's here, training to be the leader of Khura'in village and the master of her craft. Apparently, to become the master of the Khura'in channeling technique. You have to train here in Khura'in, since this is where the technique originated. Didn't I sound just like a pious nun when you saw me just now? Too bad that's all about I learned from all the training I did. Hahaha, you haven't changed a bit, Maya. Huh? And what's that supposed to mean? She may look a little more mature on the outside, but inside she's the same old Maya. I'm actually kind of glad for that. Okay, let's examine first. Wow, no one's moved a muscle. Those people will stay in that position and pray for 2 days straight, Mr. Wright. 2 days straight? Glad I'm not them and that I get to be Lady Kira. Maya, don't be rude. You just hang in there, Nick. It's only 2 days after all. I don't recall signing up for this part of the tour. You know what they say when in Rome? Now I understand the saying. There's no place like home. Albie said these are called prayer flags, and the prayers written on them are carried throughout the kingdom by the wind. Now, if I were to pray for something, it would be for me not to get dragged into any more trouble than I already have been. What a magnificent gate. You can tell it leads to someplace sacred like the Inner Sanctum. Sadly, only the holy people are allowed through there. And here I am hoping to show you just how amazing I've become during the rite today. All that spiritual power I built up during my training is going to rush out like a raging river. Yeah, just try not to overdo it, okay? Right, I think that's it. Alright, let's talk to Maya. How are you doing? I heard what happened, Nick. You ended up in court almost as soon as you got off the plane, huh? Yeah, well, it's kind of a long story. I was the accused, but you should have seen Mr. Wright in action. He was amazing. I bet it was another one of your famous seat off your pants come from behind wins, huh? Well, I was almost found guilty any number of times. Okay, so it wasn't my finest hour, so sue me. You haven't changed a bit either, Nick. Ouch. Definitely stings more when it's coming from her. So, I guess you finished the bulk of the training needed to become the master, right? Oh, you mean the special meditation course for increasing spiritual power? Yep. I've completed the full 2 years. I can finally go home once I perform the purification rite today. Actually, I was wondering why they're having a foreigner conduct one of their sacred rites. Well, the High Priest's wife usually conducts it each year, but with her baby on the way, it's just more than she could handle. So the High Priest practically begged me to stand in for her this year. Well, you may not know all of their customs, but with your training, I'm sure you'll do great. You bet! Just you watch, Nick. I'm going to be the best Lady Kira guardian deity ever. I better throw in a few prayers for things to not end in a flaming disaster then. So, about that guardian deity you'll be portraying today. What exactly are we talking about here? Well, first of all, Lady Kira isn't really a deity in the way we think of them back home. New music. Oh, wait. This was the thing in the cinematic earlier. Alright. She's a real person who fought to establish the Kingdom of Khura'in a long, long time ago. Wow, so she actually existed. And now, the Kingdom's people worship her as a guardian deity. They believe she appears to protect the Kingdom whenever it's in danger. Cloaked in a sacred robe, she's a champion of justice who defeats the Kingdom's enemies. That sounds like something you'd be into. I know, right? Who wouldn't want to be a kick-butt warrior who takes on evil with a wicked dagger? Right, whatever floats your boat. Still, Lady Kira must be a popular deity if all these people are here for her. Yep, but there's more to it than just her popularity this year. There's more? So, why is this rite attracting such a large crowd this year? Because there's been actual sightings, you know, of the real deal. Allow me to explain. A mysterious figure clad in Lady Kira's robes appeared just like in the legends. And she's began capturing members of the Defiant Dragons right and left. You're kidding, right? They say it's only a matter of time till she gets their leader, the revolutionary Dirk II. So, Lady Kira's a rebel hunter now, huh? It's a bit hard to swallow though. I mean, even if they are trying to disrupt the peace, I doubt the actions of a band of rebels can bring a legendary figure back to life. I didn't believe it at first either. But there's a real picture of her on the front page of today's newspaper. Sightings of her go back about 2 years. But this is the first actual picture of her to ever be taken. Yeah, that Maya looks attractive. It's the Fae bloodline. What? What the hell, Aniv? No. Can't believe someone was able to actually capture her in the film. But couldn't this just be some Lady Kira fan, you know, like you, Maya? You mean like a cosplayer? What? She knows the word cosplayer. Those rebels are no joke, Nick. They're trained in hand-to-hand combat and stuff. You think some regular cosplayer can take on people like that dressed in the costume alone? That's why she has to be the real deal. It gives me chills just thinking about it. I bet Lady Kira's spirit possessed the sacred rope or something. A spirit possessing a piece of clothing. Maybe you should cut back on all those action superhero shows, Maya. Like the Steel Samurai. Hey, what's that supposed to mean? You're just jealous that I'm still young at heart. I've got a real office to run now, so I've got to keep it real, right? I don't know who you're talking about, but that's definitely not me. You've really lost your edge since I last saw you. Those spikes of yours have grown really dull, and there's even one that's drooping. Can we leave my hair out of this? Anyway, I swear that the Lady Kira people have been spotting is the real deal. Besides, it's just so much more fun to believe it's true, you know? Can't believe you really buy all that. Although, I wonder who's under that robe. Oh, Alright, those are interesting articles. Okay, but Mr. Wright, she's the talk of the town. She even gave me this great new food idea. It's gonna be like a soul bun, but based on Lady Kira. I'm calling it the Kira bun. Talk about the Kira business strategy. Come on, Maya, just admit it's you running around dressed as Lady Kira already. Hee. I guess the jig is up. What? Is it really true, Miss Maya? Indeed, it is I, Lady Kira. After hundreds of years, I have returned in this lovely young lady's body. What? Only a minion of the Defiant Dragons could see through my disguise. Now, feel my wrath, foul lawyer. Hiya! Ow! Mr. Riot! Just kidding. I mean, come on. I may be dressing up as Lady Kira for the ride today, but there's no way I could ever beat up one of those rebel types. I don't know, that was a pretty solid left hook she just threw. Oh, you were just trying to be funny. You really had me going there for a second. No one can be that naive, right? Well, I hope you enjoyed playing superhero at the ride today. Oh, when you put it that way, I'm even more hyped about it now than I was already. Jangle. Oh, I hear the sound of the High Priest's footsteps. I better get going. His footsteps? During the ride, he wears this really big bells on his ankles. That way, I know he's coming. Pretty handy, right? Well, see you later. I doubt they're actually meant to be a stop slacking warning system for you, Maya. Miss Maya is always so bright and cheerful. Yeah, I'm glad to see she hasn't changed. As in, at all. I wonder if this means her training's been all for naught. Hope not. Ah, it's Acolyte Zealot. Acolyte Zealot? Look, he's the one praying in the red and saffron robe. He's a disciple of the High Priest Abbot, in me. And lives and trains at his house. See how he prays in the cold without moving a muscle? Yeah, I could never do that. Ah, it's Abbot in me. The purification rite is about to begin. So that's the sacred robe Maya will be wearing during the rite. It almost looks exactly like what that figure in the newspaper photo is wearing. Whoever it is must have worked really hard to copy it. Please, sir, it's not a good idea to stare like that. You could be struck blind. Just give me a few more seconds. I mean, this isn't something you see every day. Oh, those bells on the High Priest's ankles? They're a lot bigger than I thought they'd be. Mr. Right, it's time to enter the prayer post like everyone else. Those who don't will suffer the wrath of the Holy Mother. Okay, let's see. First, I kneel down and cross my ankles, and then I bow forward. Youch! Great, now all I can see is the ground, and my back is killing me. You really should have trained for this, sir. Wait a second. How long are we supposed to stay like this, Albie? The rite requires that we stay like this until the day after tomorrow. That's 2 whole days. I don't feel so... Mr. Wright, are you okay, sir? Somebody help! Mr. Wright, please, you have to get up. Ouch, my aching. Albie, where are we? The High Priest's house at the foot of the Plaza of Devotion. I guess I passed out from that back pain. They must have carried me all the way here. Something terrible's happened. It's Miss Maya. She's... Ooh, just follow me to the Plaza of Devotion. Something must have happened while I was passed out. Miss Maya, she's been arrested. Oh god, another Maya case. What? Yeah. May 10, 8 a.m., Plaza of Devotion. Where's Maya? Just take it easy, alright? But I'm telling you, I haven't done anything wrong. You can talk all you want back at the station. I thought she'd be the one of the leading people in the cases this time around. She is. She's accused. As always. Let me go. Maya. Nick, I didn't kill him. I swear I didn't. Quiet you, come along peacefully or suffer the consequences. Wait a second, what on earth is going on? I don't know who you are, but if you don't get out of my way... Hey, back off, officer. Why is Emma here? Emma? Emma Sky? What you doing in Khura'in? I'm so sorry, Mr. Wright, but we're placing Maya under arrest. Alright, take her down to the station, but with respect. Got it? Yes, ma'am. Nick! So, what are you doing in Khura'in, Emma? It's a long story. Anyway, what are you doing in Khura'in, Mr. Wright? Same here. It's a long story. But we can get caught up later. Right now, I need to know what happened. Maya's, well, under arrest for the murder of the High Priest. Wait, the High Priest was murdered? I assume everything's like... Oh, everyone's still like here. Acolyte Zealot is really in the zone. Oh, you mean that monk who's been living at the victim's house? Yeah, he hasn't moved a muscle even though his teacher has been murdered. I guess he's so deep in prayer that he's not aware of what's going around him. Wow, even with the murder, all these people are still here praying. They're so into it they wouldn't notice anything you did to them. You mean like taking their fingerprints? Who would ever do something like that? Emma, you didn't. That's a befitting gate for the path to the inner sanctum. It's apparently considered a sacred object to the people of Khura'in. I wasn't even allowed to dust it for prints, so even applying a little fingerprint dust touch would be sacrilegious, huh? I guess so, but I applied some luminol on it instead when no one was looking. Sounds like an invitation for the Holy Mother to strike you down later, Emma. Wow. Alright. Talk. What happened? What happened, Emma? Please tell me everything you can. Well, basically, there was a murder during the rite as it was being performed last night. The victim is Trust in me. The victim is Trust in me, the high priest who was presiding over the rite. Wait, hold on. Last night? You mean to tell me an entire day's passed since the purification rite? That's right, sir. You passed out for a whole day from your back pain. I never knew my back's like a ticking time bomb. I better take care of it. The murder took place at the inner sanctum where the rite was being held. The inner sanctum? It's the place where the spirit of Lady Kira is enshrined. It's through that gate over there and up at the top of the mountain stairs just beyond. Oh, so that's why everyone is offering their prayers in that direction. Abbot Inmi and Miss Maya went up to the inner sanctum to begin the rite. Just after they finished the prayer you fainted in the middle of. So, who do you think killed the high priest? Unfortunately, Maya is our sole suspect right now. During the rite, the inner sanctum was off limits to the general public. So then, only the high priest and Maya could have been there when the murder occurred? Right. Plus, the inner sanctum is on the side of a very steep mountain. The only way up there is the stairway that starts here at the Plaza of Devotion. So that's why she's been arrested. Also, the crime scene was only discovered after Maya came down alone. She's the one who told the worshippers in the plaza that the high priest was dead. And she made a police statement to that effect. So she was the first one to discover the body. Well, that definitely doesn't help. That makes it even less likely that someone else was there at the crime scene. Mr. Wright, sir, are you going to defend Miss Maya? Yes, of course. There's no way she killed anyone. Yeah, I don't believe it either. She's been framed. But this is really something else, huh, Mr. Wright? I mean, who'd have thought you'd have to take on that horrible court again? Tell me about it. I never thought I'd have to go through another trial, where the divination seance determines all and defense lawyers are unwelcome. So, what brings you here, Emma? Back in the US, I was working a case with an international prosecutor from Karaim. He told me this is where I could see the latest techniques in international forensic science. I can't believe I fell for it. I mean, just look at this place. It's like we've gone back in time. Yeah, I can't say I've been impressed with the police work I've seen so far. Still, he said he takes on cases from around the world. So maybe the next time, he'll have one in a major city somewhere. Sounds like this prosecutor has taken a liking to you, Emma. After all, it's not every day a prosecutor takes a detective with them overseas. I wonder. He's calm and kind and almost always has a smile on his face. But it's hard to tell what he's really thinking. This international prosecutor, is he the one who handled Trucy's case? Yes, he is. I take it he'll be the prosecutor in this one too. Yes, Prosecutor Sadmadi's already been assigned. Okay, so we're facing Sadmadi again. Trust in me, oh my god. Oh, minus 28. Alright, alright. Prosecutor Sadmadi? Falkunka. You know him, Albi? Of course, everyone in Karain does. He's a highly revered individual both as a prosecutor and a monk. If you go up against Prosecutor Sadmadi, you'll incur the Holy Mother's wrath. But it's my job too, as a lawyer. Oh, right. Sorry. Just great. A prosecutor who's also a revered monk in a deeply religious country. This trial is shaping up to be even more uniquely Karainese than the last one. I'm not sure I should be saying this, but he's a formidable opponent. Yeah, I heard Apollo had a really tough time, so I'd better give it everything I've got. Anyway, I'm glad you're here, Emma. They treat lawyers like criminals here. Come to think of it, Prosecutor said Mahdi mentioned something to that effect. I'm not sure how much I can help, but I'll do what I can. Really? Are you sure you aren't going to get in trouble for helping the enemy? He did come down on me pretty hard when I tried to help Trucy in that last trial. Let's just say I'll help where I can. Thanks, but don't go getting yourself in trouble on my account, okay? Prosecutor said Mahdi sounds pretty strict. So, first things first, let's start with this. Autopsy report. Hot off the press, it's the High Priest's autopsy report. Tarrust's autopsy report added to the court record. Cause of death was a blood loss from an abdominal wound delivered by a bladed weapon. The victim bled to death from a deep stab wound to the abdomen. The murder weapon is believed to be Lady Kira's Warbad dagger. It's used during the rite, however, the dagger has yet to be found. Lady Kira's dagger, huh? I think Maya mentioned something about a dagger. And isn't that rebel hunter posing as Lady Kira also armed with a dagger? Of course, hers must be a replica, right? Would it be okay for me to go take a look at the crime scene, Emma? The police have already wrapped up their investigation, but the location itself is off limits to the general public, so I'm not sure. Emma, please, I'm begging you. Just like the police, I need access if I'm to mount a viable defense. Alright then. Leave it to me. I'll explain the situation to Prosecutor Mahdi and the police later. Thanks, Emma. You have quite a climb ahead of you, so be sure to watch your step. Wait, you're not coming with me? Oh no, I'm not climbing up there again, no way. Is it really that bad? I wonder if my back can handle it. You get to go to the inner sanctum? Oh, you're so lucky, Mr. Wright. Why don't you join me, Albie? That's crazy talk, sir. If a commoner like myself were to set foot in there, I'd surely be cursed for all of eternity. Because the inner sanctum is off limits for you, huh? Oh well, guess I'll just have to face this all by my lonesome. By the way, what about all the people still praying here? Aren't they going to go home? The customs of this rite require that they not move from this spot until tomorrow afternoon. It doesn't faze them to have police milling about. Some of them are even off-duty cops. Wow, I guess this is what it's like to live in a deeply religious society, huh? Congrats on your return to the legal world. I wanted to congratulate you sooner, but I never had the chance. Thanks, Emma, and congratulations to you too on becoming a forensic investigator. Thanks. Oh, I know. Let's celebrate by dusting your attorney's badge for fingerprints. Or how about we do a luminal test on it? I think I'll pass on both, but thanks. It's been ages since you've presented evidence to me. Remember when we worked that one case together? I seem to recall a thin layer of fingerprint powder in every piece of evidence then. Well, I guess they get that way from time to time now too. As enthusiastic as ever, huh, Emma? The victim's name was Trustin Me. He bled to death from a stab wound in the abdomen. And the killer? At the moment, our only suspect is the person who was with the victim at the time. In other words, Maya. Alright, let's check the autopsy report. Cause of death, blood loss from a deep abdominal wound caused by a bladed weapon. The wound appears to have been inflicted by the Warbad dagger used in the rite. Alright, I guess let's go. Oh, hello. Detention Center, Inner Sanctum. I guess let's go to the Inner Sanctum first. May 10th, Inner Sanctum. Oh, hello. Oh, we have like Rafa here. It's really high up and really, really cold. What did I do to deserve this? At least I made it. Better get started while I still can feel my fingers. Who's that? Kind of looks like... Okay, I don't think I can examine anything, so I have to like talk to her. Excuse me? Ah, it's you. Do you even know where you are? Barbed head? Of course I do. May I ask why you're here, your benevolence? I came to pray for the High Priest's soul. But what are you doing here? This is one of the most sacred spots in Kura Inisan. Unscrupulous lawyers such as you have no business being here. But I'm not unscrupulous. Quiet! You dared to find fault with my insights at every turn the other day. She's still sore about that trial. Why do you keep looking away? I was thinking about investigating the crime scene. Well, you can do so later. You are speaking with me right now. As you wish, princess. I guess the investigation will have to wait until she's done talking with me. Can I really not? Okay. As you know, your benevolence, a murder has occurred and I need to investigate. But we know the killer is one of your own. In my country, suspects are innocent until proven guilty. Plus, she is a serious student of spirit channeling who came here to study. So can't you at least give her a chance to explain what happened? All practitioners from overseas are big, phony balonies. And her wish to train in the homeland of spirit channeling is but a bid for prestige. Ugh, it seems like nothing I say will convince her otherwise, thanks to that last trial. Tweedledum and Tweedledee really did a number on her impression of foreigners. As the defense attorney in this case, I really need to investigate this crime scene, and I need to do it now. I've even been authorized by the police, so... What's this? You intend to make a mockery for Sacred Hall of Justice once more? No, I simply want to defend my client. Which means you have come to forge evidence then. I knew all lawyers were criminals. I must now redouble my vigilance. Ouch, that's unfair. Who thought you to demonize a whole group of people anyway? My mother and father, do you have an issue with their parental guidance? No, I would never dare criticize the royal couple. Still can't imagine what the lawyers here must have done to garner such hatred. Oh, I just had the most wonderful idea, Barbed Head. Why do I have a bad feeling about that glint in her eye? So, what's this most wonderful idea of yours? If you are to investigate this murder, then I shall oversee your every move so as to prevent any misdeeds naturally. What? You want to follow me around the entire time? Of course. Not that I want to, mind you. And I will not tolerate any objections. Understood? She can't do this to me. What was that, Barbed Head? Oh no, it's nothing. Very well then. Let us get this investigation over with. We mustn't stay here in the inner sanctum a moment longer than necessary. Please don't rush me. It is not without reason that I insist on a speedy investigation, Barbed Head. I am a direct descendant of the Holy Mother, you see, who guides the people of Khura'in. As such, I must not sully myself with the blood of battle that Lady Kira bears. The blood of battle. X to doubt. If it's that big of a problem, why don't you head on down now? I won't do anything, I promise. No. Lawyers are never to be trusted. Now make haste, so that we may leave here soon. Oh, and one more thing. What now? Your victory the other day was but a stroke of fortune. But this time, my insights shall reveal the absolute truth. So brace yourself for a defeat most bitter, lawyer. I will. Now can I get on with my investigation? As long as you know where we stand. Better hurry up and poke around for clues before she changes her mind. Alright. What an amazing wall painting. So this is Lady Kira. Do you see that red mark upon her brow? That is the character for death in Karaenis. It is a mark of resolve to fight to the end. There are many different marks we make on our bodies, each with a different meaning. Interesting. Come to think of it, you do have marks on your face, your benevolence, so did the High Priest. The High Priest's marks are those of a monk, while mine of a royal priestess. All members of the Karaenis clergy have such marks upon them. The shape and location of the marks vary in accordance to conditions like status and age. And all records about them are kept at Temple. So it's kind of like a national ID registry, huh? Thrust's autopsy report updated in the court record. Interesting. Is that a weapon in her hand? Yes, it is Lady Kira's dagger, the very same one used in the rite. It is made to resemble a warbad, the bird Lady Kira fashioned herself after. So that dagger is the weapon that took the High Priest's life. If you wish to know more about Lady Kira, you need but ask. I had a feeling she's going to be super relevant to this case. I should definitely ask the princess for more details later. This mountain faces like a towering wall. There are characters carved into it, but I have no idea what they mean. There is a prison at the apex of this mountain. A prison? Way up there? It is said that Lady Kira laid those she defeated to rest atop this mountain, so that their souls would not spawn evil spirits. I'm feeling queasy just thinking about being all the way up here. And the fact that it's a prison just makes it worse. It's a lantern, and it's still lit. Of course it is. The sacred flames and the 4 lanterns here have burned for centuries, except for the one on the left. Anyone who extinguishes even one of them would be put to death immediately. So that's why they're outfitted with glass wind guards. Still, I'd better keep my distance, just in case. So the moon and these lanterns were their only sources of light up here that night. The rite is performed by the light of the full moon because moonlight is a purifying force. I see. No touching. I wasn't going to. Yep. Except for this one. This is like broken. That lantern looks broken, but it's hard to make out the details from this angle. I'll take a closer look when I'm in a better spot. Okay, Let's take a closer look, shall we? Oh, hello. Bloodied note. A blood-stained scrap of paper. Looks like some kind of note or letter, perhaps. But it's written in Karaeni, so I can't read the lick. Let me see that. Once the flame is lit, then... will be. This is simply impossible to read. Wait, puns, runs, funs? What's up, Aniel? Welcome on in. What is it? This stamp in the lower right, it's the mark of those insurgents, the Defiant Dragons. The rebel group? What is doing here? You're doing good? Nice. Good to see you. Is there some kind of connection between the High Priest and the rebels? Bloodstained letter added to the court record, of course. Whoa, this is blood. This is a statue of a warbad, the bird of which Lady Kira based her appearance. And all of this blood is from the High Priest, huh? He no doubt embraced the statue in the hope that Lady Kira would save him from death. May his soul rest in peace. Considering the amount of blood, he must have been stabbed with considerable force. But there's no way Mai would be strong enough to deliver such a blow. Also, it's like the water, bloodied. It's been stained red by the High Priest's blood. The spring shall run red upon Lady Kira's return. What's that from? An old legend. Wait, does that mean that the rebel hunting Lady Kira in the newspaper is the real deal? Nah, that's crazy talk. Hey, isn't this Lady Kira's robe? Oh, Holy Mother. Lady Kira's robe is... I know how you feel, but we should leave it as is to preserve the crime scene. You imbecile! This is the actual robe Lady Kira once wore. He was chopping fish, the blood was from salmon. Is it? What the heck is it made of? I mean, nothing should look this good after a few hundred years. Enough! If I say it's the actual robe, it is the actual robe. That foul murderer shall not get away with this. It is tough to see a piece of history sloppily tossed on the ground like this, though. It even looks like it's been mended a number of times. This robe kinda smells. How dare you insult such a sacred piece of clothing like that? No, I meant that it smells like incense. Oh, I see. The scent you detected is from the sacred incense used to purify Lady Kira's robe. Whenever a rite is to be performed, the robe is first scented with sacred incense. If this still smells like incense now, the scent must have been much stronger last night when the victim was killed. Looks like that about does it for this area. Oh, wait. Wait, can I not? Oh my god, I can like do this, damn it. Alright. I forgot. There's something hanging off the ritual curtain there. These look like those prayer flags down at the Plaza of Devotion. Except they are arranged like no prayer flags I have ever seen. How so? All of these flags have been sewn together. Hey, you're right, it's like they're one big banner now. There's something written on a piece of it. Donated by Trust in Me. It seems this piece is from a donation Abbot in Me made at some point. Prayer flags added to the court record. During the rite, the inner sanctum was fully enclosed by this ritual curtain, making this case something of a locked room mystery. Oh, hello. Ritual curtain. The purification rite is akin to a bathing ritual for Lady Kira. Therefore, it must be closed off from the outside world. Oh, so the inner sanctum is like her private bathroom. Indeed. So see to it that you keep it clean. This flap in the center acts as the ritual curtain's door, but that's about it. Eek! And what was that shrill scream for just now? It's just, I'm afraid of heights. I didn't notice it as I was climbing up, but now that I can see all the way down. Oop. I guess that flight of stairs from the Plaza of Devotion really is the only way up or down. Is there anything else up here? Okay, there's this block here. This rock must have fallen from higher up on the mountain. It's like the perfect perch for taking a peek over that curtain. Well, up I go. Wow, that incredible view. It almost boggles the mind. Get down from there this instant. Right, sorry. I'll be right down. Looks like the inner sanctum is just slightly higher up than that top of that mountain. Guess that confirms that the stairs from the Plaza of Devotion are the only way up here. Alright, candle. I think I'd better go take a closer look. There's no snow here. Maybe it was removed because it would interfere with the rite. The day before the rite, the temperature in this area plunged below freezing. Even the Plaza of Devotion was covered in a layer of white frost. Must be the elevation. It wasn't all that cold back in town as I recall. This lantern is damaged. The wind guard is completely broken. Damaged? Was this your doing? No, I didn't even touch it. Then perhaps a falling rock struck it. I'll request that it be repaired when we are finished here. Of course, I doubt you'll live long enough to see it restored. I'll be back to take a look. You'll see. Snow has obviously been cleared away here and the lantern is broken. I still have that camera I brought to take pictures of my trip. I should snap one of this area here just in case. Inner sanctum photo. Why not take a picture of everything? Alright, I think that's it, right? There's nothing else. Could you tell me about this place, Your Benevolence? I have nothing to say to you, lawyer. Is that because you don't actually know much about it? You ill-mannered. I am the Crown Princess of Khura'in. There's nothing I do not know. Nena! Whoa, where'd she come from? Yeah, where did she come from? Hey, no cheating. Silence, barbed head. Nena's knowledge is my knowledge. End of discussion. What is she, your pocket internet? This spring is where Lady Kira came to cleanse her body of the blood of battle. And today's purification rite is a ceremony that traces its origins back to those days. Cleansing Lady Kira's robe in this sacred water lends one courage for the next battle. I see. Thank you for that excellent explanation. Commoners are normally barred from here, except for the day of the rite. Who normally controls the access to this place? The High Priest and his family are responsible for that. Ah, the High Priest and his family, huh? Could you tell me about the High Priest and his family? Abbot Enmi lived with his wife and his disciple, Acolyte Praise-a-Lot. A young man the couple took into their home upon finding him near our kingdom's border. Speaking of his wife, isn't she the one who usually plays the role of Lady Kira? Yes, but as she is with the child, the role was appointed to someone else. The killer no doubt offered to stand in, as she saw it as a chance to slay the High Priest. No, you have it backwards. He was the one who asked Maya to stand in. Then that braggart must have embellished her qualifications. I'm really not sure how she could. Besides, why did you stand in for the High Priest's wife then? Did I not tell you before? As a direct descendant of the Holy Mother, the role of Lady Kira is forbidden to me. For those descendant of Her Holiness must not defile their bodies with the blood of battle. Oh yeah, you did say that, didn't you? I should probably talk with the High Priest's wife and Acolyte Zealot later too. So could you tell me more about this Lady Kira? As an outsider, I suppose your ignorance is all but unavoidable. Whatever happened to you need but ask? Nina! Lady Kira was the Holy Mother's younger sister. Alright. But unlike her older sister, she lacked the ability to channel spirits. However, it is said that none could equal her skill with a dagger. A dagger? Well, this became relevant fast. The Holy Mother guides her souls and Lady Kira keeps the peace with her dagger. Lady Kira was prepared to die for her people. She cloaked herself in sacred battle robe and concealed her face as her sister did. Okay, but who was she fighting against? Throughout our history, we have been set upon by rebels. Now is no different. For our enemy now is the Defiant Dragons led by that insurgent Dirk. So Lady Kira played a role akin to the police, huh? So, what's with the bird imagery? Lady Kira's robe is fashioned in the likeness of a warbad. It is a fearsome bird that is unique to Kharain. I see. And what about the recent rebel hunter Lady Kira? Who you think she is? I have heard about her, but I have yet to ascertain the truth. However, I believe her to be a vigilante, or more precisely, a patriot. So even Princess Rayfa doesn't know the true identity of the rebel hunter, huh? Is that it? I have a feeling I'm missing something here. Because if we were done, then I would have been able to like, let's move out already, right? So that's been checked, that's been checked. Everything's been checked. I wish she'd make up her mind. That is a book from your land, is it not? Yes, it's a guidebook about Kharain that was written by people back home. Oh? So there are people in your land who know of our fair kingdom. Then I imagine it must say something about me in there, correct? Actually, yes. It says the dance of devotion is performed by an adorable little princess. How dare they write of me as though I were a child. Hey, I'm just reading what it says. Though she does seem secretly pleased. Okay. Okay, court record. Am I done with the... I'm not yet done with the crime scene. I probably must be missing something here. What is this patchy bear? It's a sunflower pin. They're quite popular in my country. It is rather cute, I must say. Actually, it's just my attorney's badge. Oh, so you mean it would have actually been worth more as a cheap accessory? My profession is worth more than $1.20, you know. Okay, what a dreadful way to die. Did you know about the High Priest of Benevolence? Yes, he was a pious priest of Karaenism. As such, he had the trust of the entire kingdom. The entire kingdom? Really? Yes, but what do you know of faith and trust? You who can never hope to match his virtue. It is like comparing the moon to a pebble, or the sea to a puddle. How did this suddenly become a game of pin the this on the lawyer? Right, am I missing something? Shoot. Okay, this is praise a lot. I think I'm missing something from the crime scene investigation. There's probably one minor detail that I have maybe missed out. So that's the mural. These are... I've inspected lamps, I've inspected these banners, I've inspected the curtain, I've inspected this lamp. I think I've inspected everything here. I saw the note, saw the candles, I've inspected the bird, I've inspected the water, I've inspected the robe. So I think we should go to the detention center then. Move. Detention center. Okay, you're still with me. Wow. Looks like Maya's still being questioned. I'll just have to come back again later. The killer must have been the other one they call Maya Fey. The one they call Maya Fey. There can be no other. You never know, it's still pretty early in the investigation. She has spent time in the company of lawyers, so she must have a wicked soul. Thanks for reminding me how much people like me are hated in this country. It is only by the Holy Mother's mercy that you are allowed to investigate the sacred place. Remember that, and give thanks to Her Holiness for this great blessing at once. Oh, thank you, Your Holy Motherness. Or that didn't come out right. That seemed a little insincere. Shall we halt this investigation immediately? No, wait, I'm grateful, really. I wonder. This is going to be worse than walking on holy eggshells. Well, are you going to conduct your investigation or not? I will. It's just, are you going to keep following me around like this? Of course. Unless you intend to do something you feel the need to hide. No, I do everything by the book. Then get on with it. I'm not doing this for fun, you know. I too have many duties I need to attend to. Then why don't you go do them instead of hovering over me? What is that look you're giving me? I perhaps being bothersome? No, don't be absurd. You're being incredibly bothersome. Why does that guard keep eyeballing me? I can't let him get to me. I can't let him get to me. Ah, he's doing it again. Oh, what's this bell? The guard will come over if I ring this, right? I have no need for such an implement. Guard! Yes, your benevolence. It is my honor to be at your service. Now, you try it, barbed head. Oh, okay. Mr. Guard, could I please speak with you? Seems he will not respond to a lawyer's call. Somehow, I saw that coming a mile away. Alright, where do we go from here? Do we go to Temple? Okay, I have a feeling I missed something from up there. I still can't believe there was a murder during the purification rite. Could it have been an act of divine justice by Lady Kira? Divine justice, huh? We wouldn't need a trial if that's what it was. Oh no, maybe I'm the next for coming up with my Kira buns. Please, Lady Kira, I meant no disrespect. I don't think that's a terrible enough of a crime to be divinely punished for, Albi. We don't have time for chit-chat, Mr. Wright. We have to prove Miss Maya's innocence. Yeah, let's hurry back to the Plaza of Devotion. Okay, I definitely missed something here. So Inner Sanctum High Priest's family, Lady Kira. What am I freaking missing? Okay, you know what? I think it's no. This is. They said this is done already. I've checked the snow. I've checked this lamp. Oh, alright. I haven't checked this one. Alright. It's a statue of a bird. Guess I'll take a closer look at it. Wow, alright. Look, the bird's missing its eye. I feel sorry for the poor fella. Are you the one who took it? Of course not. This statue has been here for ages. I suppose some damage is to be expected. I shall ask my mother to have it repaired. No wonder there are no lawyers left. I'd leave it too if I were always treated like this. Don't think I'll find anything else of interest around here. Yep, alright, that's it. That about does it for the Inner Sanctum. I should probably head back to the Plaza of Devotion and let Emma know I'm done. After all, she's the one putting her neck on the line for me to investigate this place. Alright, what does the... Okay, go talk to Maya, let Emma know I'm done investigating. Alright, let's go back to the Plaza of Devotion. May 10, Plaza of Devotion. Sorry, just give me a sec. Wow, you're still praying. The religious devotion of our people is the pride of our kingdom. Come what may, they will continue to pray until tomorrow afternoon. Well, I will say this. This level of devotion is certainly to be respected. Now, to find Emma. Oh, who are you? You there, wait. I want to ask you something. Okay. Do you know me? And do I know you? Well, I'm Phoenix. Phoenix Wright. I'm a lawyer. No! I want to know if you know who I am. I don't know who you are. Huh? How should I know? I've never even seen you before. This guy's acting really strange. I wonder if he has amnesia or something. I should talk to him a little more just in case he's connected to this case somehow. He did it. Who are you? Are you having trouble remembering who you are? I'm sorry if I offended you. Oh, are you eating lizards? I thought he was going to pull a weapon on me. He's just pulling some snack out, one after the other. I'm trying to remember what I'm supposed to do. Geckos, alright. I know it's something important. Do you know this man or something, Barbed Head? No, I just said I've never seen him before, didn't I? Are you Lady Kira? You know of Lady Kira? Then you are Kura Inise, I take it. Chomp, 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 chomp. Maybe? Wait, are those lizards he's eating? What? You want one? No thanks, I just ate. Ah, now I remember. Get a load of this. It's morphin time! Well? Well, what? I believe he suffers from a far more serious malady than mere memory loss. No good, huh? Guess I'll try somebody else. So who was that man, and what did he want, Barbed Head? I wish I knew. Hey, Mr. Wright. What now? What's wrong? I didn't surprise you that badly, did I? Oh no, it's nothing. Actually, I've been looking for you. I wanted to tell you I investigated the crime scene. I hope it wasn't too much trouble getting my investigation of the Inner Sanctum approved. Oh, it was fine. Prosecutor Sadmadi gave his okay straight away. He seems like a rather fair-minded prosecutor. He said that you would probably give up once you saw the crime scene for yourself, and that moving on before the trial began would be the smart thing to do. You must be feeling really confident about this case. Well, just so you know, I have no intention of giving up. I figured. That's why I prepared a little gift for you. I thought it might help your investigation. Here it is, all yours. I wanted to bring you a bunch of other forensic tools, but they were confiscated at the airport. Luminol testing fluid. This actually might come in handy. Also, I made a copy of the crime scene photo for you. Thanks. All of this will definitely come in handy. Wow. So this is what the High Priest's body looked like after the murder. I'll keep this along with the picture I took at the crime scene. Inner Sanctum photos shows the High Priest's body, a shoveled out area of snow, and a lantern with a broken wind guard. Oh yeah. They're done questioning Maya. Really? I should go pay her a visit then. Poor Maya, she must be feeling pretty lonely. I should let her know that I'll be defending her too. Defeating, wow. Oh shoot, look at the time, I have to get going. You sure seem busy. That's because his ephemeral holiness is a real slave driver. His ephemeral holiness? Prosecutor Sadmadi. He's like the world's hardest riddle, wrapped in a flowy sash. I keep wondering if it's just a clash of cultures type of thing, you know? Like, he'll ask the most insane things of me without battling a single long eyelash of his. This Prosecutor Sadmadi sounds like he's used to holding some serious clout. Why'd I have such bad luck with prosecutors? First, it was the Glimmer's fop. And now that I'm finally rid of that grating bling-loving Europhile, I get this guy. Oh, thank God he hates Gavin as well. Thank God she hates Gavin as well. Oh no, now I'm really going to be late. He'll probably make me listen to one of those really long sutras again. See you later. He makes her listen to sutras. Sounds like Emma's got it pretty rough too. She does not appreciate Prosecutor Sadmadi's sutras. What ingratitude. It appears that she too is lacking in religious devotion. I don't think that's what the problem is here. Besides, Emma's not even a Karayanist. That man we just met, he seemed quite suspicious to me. He did it. Don't tell me he is an acquaintance of yours. Not everyone who's suspicious is friends with a lawyer or vice versa, you know. For example, I have many upstanding friends and acquaintances, like a chief prosecutor. Well, as long as your friends are free from the taint of corruption, they are, and not everything is about good and evil. Are you going to speak with that woman? If you mean Maya, then yes, there's something I need to talk to her about. Something like a jailbreak? And how exactly could we do that with you and a guard watching us like hawks? Wait, what? I can still examine? To think I would witness a lawyer being allowed to pass through this sacred gate. Yeah, well, I wouldn't unless I had to. Those stairs were brutal to climb. What's this? Do you even know how many monks would give their lives to pass through that gate? Be thankful for the great honor you have been afforded. Yes, your benevolence. Acolyte Zealot is still focused on his prayers. Is not such devotion worthy of commendation? Still, he has not yet learned of the High Priest's death. When I think of how he'll learn of it once his prayers are over, yeah, it does seem cruel, doesn't it? They're still praying? Now that's really something. It's called their absolute devotion to Lady Kira. But you don't have to pray to her, your benevolence. Our customs dictate that I must never associate myself with Lady Kira in any way. Instead, it is my duty to offer my prayers and dance to the Holy Mother every day. Why don't you try offering up a dance or two? I think you'll find it quite uplifting. No thanks, I'm good. Alright, okay, I guess we now move to the detention center and talk to Maya. Ah, there she is. May 10, detention center. Nick! I knew you'd come. Maya, she sure looks tired. How are you holding up? It wasn't me, but no one will believe me. I have to admit, I'm still a bit in shock. Who'd have thought you'd get caught up in something like this, and so far from home? But I'm going to defend you, so hang in there. We can do this if we work together. This is all my fault. I mean, you came to Khura'in just to visit me. We hadn't seen each other in ages and then this happens. I haven't seen her this down in ages either. Come on, remember who you're talking to. Besides, I thought you'd be used to being the usual suspect by now. Ouch. Wow. Wow, Phoenix. Wow. I guess you're right. And you've saved me each and every time. Yep, so just tell me everything you can and let's go from there. Barbed Head, stop stalling and go straight to the matter of true import. We know she is the murderer, therefore, it is time for her confession. Your benevolence, what brings the royal priestess to a place like this? I am watching over this lawyer to keep him from tampering with anything in this case. Now, out with it. Confess to your crime. Please, your benevolence, could you please take it down a notch or three? Maya, please tell me what you can. I know this must be difficult, but anything you can remember might help. Sure, okay. The incident. I didn't kill the High Priest. I wouldn't even dream of it. I mean, he always treated me so well. Abbot Enmi was an important figure with a ton of duties, including training acolytes. He was really kind, even to a foreigner like me. He even invited me over to his house whenever I was between training sessions. How could I ever kill someone like that? He sounds like a really good person. I think I would have liked him. It was so much fun. I got to enjoy meals with his family and everything. And his wife was a master of Koreanese cuisine. I've never eaten better in my life. It's like they were her family and home away from home in this foreign land. Yo, Strap Streams, what's up? Welcome on in. Followers Red, Phoenix Source Blue, I hope you all had a great Valentine's Day too. Yes, I did. Thank you. How are you doing? Welcome on in. It must have been a source of comfort, what with being here for training all alone. But what? I can't completely deny the charge either. Huh? As I suspected, the snake has shown her true colors at last. Your benevolence, please. I'm trying to figure out what really happened here. You're still on this one in the 3DS. How are you liking it? Yep, I'm liking it so far. This is the only game that I haven't played so far. Well, except Investigations 2. So yeah, I wanted to play it originally in the 3DS, but well, we had the trilogy come out on consoles and PC, so I decided to just play it so that it's full HD. But yeah, I am liking it so far. It is quite different from the original games, but yeah, let's see how character development and story goes with the cases in this game. So, what do you mean you can't completely deny the charges? Well, during the purification rite, I suddenly got really sleepy. The next thing I knew, Abbot in me was, you suddenly got sleepy? So then, you didn't actually see the High Priest get murdered? No, I didn't, but if I was possessed by some crazed spirit while I was asleep, then... What an excuse. How dare you pin your crime on another person's soul? Love that the moment we got reunited with Maya, she's arrested for murder again. It's a recurring plot. We had it in every... Spoiler alert. We had it in every game that she was in so far, so... Why not? Be honest. What you call training is but an extended vacation in reality. And that training here is simply for prestige. No, it's not like that at all. I'm training to become the master of the Korean channeling technique. A neophyte practitioner such as you becoming a channeling master? I think not. The spiritual power required is beyond the means of an outsider like you. She's the master of the Fey channeling technique. Rafa seems to really hate fakers. But Maya does actually have the power to channel spirits. Channel Mia! Channel Mia! I want to see 3D Mia. Also seeing Maya in this is just... She looks like a slightly younger Mia. Yup. She does. She actually does look more beautiful, older and mature. Yup. Prettier. Yup. And she's like 27 or 28 now, right? Yeah, she's 28. So that was a long time. Alright. Your benevolence. I wouldn't call Mai a neophyte because... wait, Nick. I was just thinking about boobs, not just allegedly. Yes, channel Mia. Or channel Mia. What? Can I talk to you for a second? Why is she whispering all of a sudden? I want to keep my spirit channeling ability a secret while I'm here, Nick. What? Why? I'll, explain later. Just keep it a secret for now, okay? If you say so. What's that all about? What is all that whispering about over there? I hope you have a great time with this. Yes, I am. Thank you very much, Strap Streams. Oh, it's nothing really. I have to ask about this later when Princess Rafa's not around. Oh, I almost forgot. Nick, Yes? About Abbott and Me's murder, there was something I noticed that I thought strange. Also, what about the name puns in this trap stream? I think, to be honest, it's worse than the previous games, but it's a Phoenix Wright staple. Or an Ace Attorney staple, rather. What you noticed? So, what was it you noticed? Well, you probably won't believe me, but why don't you let me be the judge of that? Okay, so, you know that spring? The spring? You mean the pool in front of the Warbad statue? Yes, that. The water in there was dark red. And when I say dark red, I mean blood red. Oh, that, yeah. I saw it too. You did? Yeah, the High Priest's blood turned it red. What? No, that's not what I meant. The spring was red before he was killed. What? Wait, so it was already red even before the High Priest was killed? Yeah, I noticed it during the purification rite, just before I passed out. It's just like the ancient legend says. What ancient legend? The spring shall run red upon Lady Kira's return. That's how it goes anyway. Hold on. Yes, there's a legend about the inner sanctum that says just that. But the water runs red this time thanks to the murder. The police investigation confirmed it. Perhaps your eyes were deceived by the lantern light reflecting off the water. I don't think that was it, though. An ancient legend, huh? I wonder if it's connected to this murder somehow. Alright, my statement added to the court record. Alright, I just want to check this. The spring water is already red, stained red when we arrived at the inner sanctum on the day of the rite. Nick? Yes? So, actually, there's one more thing. What's up with Maya? She keeps looking over at her benevolence, like she's worried what Rafa will think. There's something I want to show you. There is? Is it Mia? I found this at the inner sanctum after I came to. Alright, what's this? It's a collage. Is this a letter? It's in Koreanese. See that stamp on the far left at the end of the letter? Does it look familiar? Oh, that's the symbol of the... Lady Kira. That's the mark of Lady Kira. Oh, right. It looks like just the mark on her forehead. Lady Kira, you say. Let me see that. Oh, why? This is... What? What does it say? Do not perform the rite. I know what you are planning, Lady Kira. That sounds like a threat or a warning. Whoever's pretending to be Lady Kira was pressuring the High Priest to stop the rite. Yeah, that's what it looks like to me too. Nick, do you think... Wait. First, there's that ancient legend. The spring shall run red upon Lady Kira's return. Now, there's also Lady Kira's warning. Plus, with the Warbad dagger being eyed as the murder weapon, don't tell me. Don't tell me, you actually believe that the real Lady Kira returned to kill the High Priest? Don't be silly, Nick. Huh? Historical figures don't come back to life. I mean, give me a break. But you were saying only yesterday how it was more fun to believe that she's the real deal. Yeah, yesterday. I wish I could keep on entertaining that fantasy too. But the fact is, we're dealing with a murder here. Thus, my days of dreaming have come to an end. I'm going to keep it real from now on. And you should too, Nick. I thought you said I was the boring one because I was keeping it real. Sorry, I guess I've outgrown that stepladder argument we always have. No! I think you mean ladder, Maya. No more ladder versus stepladders. I'm sad. So, what do you mean by keeping it real? Oh, so you know how someone is dressing up like Lady Kira and capturing rebels, right? Oh, you mean the rebel hunter Lady Kira in the papers. Yeah, that one. I think that's who probably sent this warning. What nonsense is this? You dare to suggest that Abbott and me was slain by Lady Kira? You nincompoop. Eek! The rebel hunter is sure to be a vigilante who loves this kingdom. And it is that patriotism that led them to cloak their identity in the guise of Lady Kira. Such a patriot would never slay the High Priest. I guess it's only natural for Princess Rafa to see it that way, but I can't let it go at that. Besides, why would such a vigilante want to stop the purification rite in the first place? I haven't figured that one out yet. I rest my case. Still, if this rebel hunter had a compelling enough reason, they might have killed the High Priest after he ignored their warning. You big dummy. You can't fool me. It was you who forged that warning letter. You're trying to shed your guilt onto our most sacred Lady Kira. Admit it. No, I'd never do such a thing. Now, your benevolence. Let's try to remain rational about this. Grr. Maya, did you show that letter to the police? No. I was afraid that it would anger everybody needlessly. So I was waiting to show it to you, Nick. And judging by her benevolence's reaction, I'd say Maya was right to be worried. Wait, what are... There are a number of places on this letter where there are holes in a row. Are these supposed to be some sort of a message too? Not that we'll be finding out anytime soon, I suspect. Alright, accused, wrap it up. I guess they have more questions for me. Yeah, at least I have a better idea of what we're up against now. Nick, there's something I've been meaning to say. I don't need a lawyer this time. What are you talking about? It's just, you know they have that Defense Culpability Act here in Khura'in, right? Well, if I'm found guilty, he'll be charged with abetting a criminal. Maya, thanks for thinking of me, but... Don't worry, Maya. We'll pull through this together somehow. We always have, haven't we? Yeah, but we're not in Kansas anymore, you know. True, but I've been through one trial here already. So I know what I'm getting myself into. We're going to win this one no matter what. Because I believe in your innocence. Yeah, I know. We've always won because of your faith in me. That's right, so it's all aboard the Phoenix Feed Freedom Express. Thank you, Nick. Well, I'll see you later. That was quick. That didn't even fade. Wow. Bravado will not save you tomorrow, and by then, it will be too late to ask for mercy. We're going to beat this charge, you'll see. I don't care to understand every single word that was spoken, but I don't like the sound of that Phoenix Freedom Express one bit. Wait, don't tell me you don't know what Freedom Express refers to. Ah! Of course I know. Do not presume to know what I do not know. I'm no closer to understanding why someone would want the High Priest dead. But given the use of the Warbad Dagger and the existence of the warning letter, I'd say the Rebel Hunter disguised as Lady Kira is the real prime suspect. It might help if I knew a little more about this modern Lady Kira. I wonder if anyone has any info on them. Maybe the first thing I should do is to go someplace where locals like to gather. That woman you call Maya Fey is not to be trusted. I hear she's already 28 and yet she is still as antsy as a maiden in her teens. Surely she must be hiding something. Actually, that's just Maya being Maya. So, what next? Let me think. Oh, I know. Dare I ask? Admit the accused's guilt so we can go straight to the inevitable guilty verdict. That will solve everything. Why did I even ask? I think I'll just keep on investigating. Bazaar. What? Oh, you're still here. What? I've already searched here, but it never hurts to take another look. Can I not, like, use luminol? Okay, Bazaar. May 10, Kurain, Bazaar. I guess the Bazaar is as good a place to start as any. Now, who should I... Oh, it's Nena. I see. So that is what a Freedom Express is. Consulting her pocket internet again, I see. Mr. Right. That sounds like it's Albie. Yep. Is Miss Maya okay? I believe her, Mr. Right. I know she didn't do it. Do you now, boy? Polkunka, your benevolence. You mustn't trust in lawyers, you. Are you not the accused from the last trial? Oh, what's wrong, Albie? Your benevolence speaks with the, You may speak in the vernacular, little monk. Now, what is your name? Yes, your benevolence. I'll be your guide, your benevolence. Know this, Albie. Your soul is only as clean or as filthy as the company you keep. I wish she'd stop insinuating that all lawyers are trash. Please forgive me, your benevolence, but Mr. Wright is a very trustworthy man. And I trust him as a lawyer. What's this? I'm sorry. Forgive my insolence. If a common boy such as he can place his trust in lawyers, it can only be because of my failure at the Hall of Justice the other day. Oh. Mr. Wright, her benevolence has sunken to the ground. She must really feel responsible for what happened in court that day. Let's give her some breathing room for now. I'm sure she'll be back on her feet in no time. In the meantime, do you mind if I ask you some questions? Of course not. I'm always glad to help. Alright, Rebel Hunter. So, what have you heard about the Rebel Hunter that was in the newspaper? Everyone's overjoyed at her appearance. They say she's the modern-day Lady Kira. So, they're treating this Rebel Hunter like a mysterious protector of the people, huh? People have been on edge recently with that jailbreak and stuff. I sure hope that they catch the escaped prisoner soon. Escaped prisoner? Yes, he was one of the vicious rebels that Lady Kira had captured. So there's a hardened criminal on the loose. That is bad news. Yes, but the modern-day Lady Kira is also super amazing. I mean, she takes down big scary rebels all by herself. Yeah, that's not exactly something just anyone can do. Someone that strong could have easily overpowered and killed the High Priest. And what about that escaped prisoner, Albie? So, what's the escaped prisoner supposed to be like? They say he's vicious. They say he's a vicious friend who serves as Dirk's right-hand man. Dirk, as in the leader of that rebel group? Yes, the escapee serves that dreadful master of the Defiant Dragons. They say the prisoner's a former soldier and that he wields a big scary knife. Rumor has it he's a cold-blooded killer to boot. Oh, interesting. He sounds like a really dangerous man. He is, but the police still can't find him even after an exhaustive search. Wait, I remember hearing about the prison. There's a prison at the apex of this mountain. A prison way up there? The prison is at the top of the Inner Sanctum's mountain, right? How did he even break out? No one really knows. He supposedly did it without any tools to speak of, too. Some say he must have fallen to his death. Personally, I'd like to believe he did. Otherwise, something like that terrible incident might happen again. Terrible incident? What incident? What was that about a terrible incident, Albie? It happened before I was even born, but Queen Amara, the previous queen, was assassinated. And it was the rebel leader Dirk who did it. The previous queen was assassinated? That's kind of unsettling. Oh, it was the terrible deed of a heinous sinner. I mean, to take the life of such a gentle queen, only someone with a dark, defiled soul could have done that. They really take their queen seriously here, like god-worshipping level serious. It really would take someone pretty bold and blasphemous to assassinate one. Those defiant dragon rebels are not afraid to do anything to accomplish their goals. That's why with that escaped prisoner on the loose, who knows who might be killed next. So that's why the people of Khura'in are so afraid of that escapee. And why they want the rebel hunter to take him out along with the other rebels. So, is there anything else you can tell me about the rebel hunter Lady Kira, Albie? I was just thinking there was something else, but what was it? Oh yeah, here. What is it? Shadow found it. Why, that's the Warbad arrow. Feeling better now, your benevolence? This is no time to be feeling sorry for myself, for I am the crown princess of Khura'in. Now, let me see that, boy. Yes, your benevolence. It looks very much like one of the legendary weapons Lady Kira once used in battle. A three-pronged arrow? Could have swear I've seen something resembling that arrowhead recently. Where did Shadow find it, Albie? Near Abbot Enmi's house. Near the victim's house, huh? Something tells me I better look into this. Albie, can I ask you to take me to the High Priest's house? Yes, of course! Come to think of it, he was married, wasn't he? And his wife is the one who usually plays the part of Lady Kira in the purification rite. I should probably talk to her too. Allow me to explain. This bird is known as a warbad. It's only found here in Khura'in. Oh right, the bird Lady Kira based herself on. It's a really beautiful bird. Tourists must love it. They usually do. There's just one thing about it that's kind of hit or miss. Its unusual cry drives children to tears. It can even make some adults collapse in fear. Maybe they should keep such a fearsome creature in a less crowded area. Hey Albie, what's this cow-like animal? It's a yak. They carry heavy loads and provide milk. They're indispensable partners in our daily lives. Interesting. Hey, they're kind of cute up close. Oh, and they are also prized for their meat. You know, the meat you enjoyed so much last night. Oh, partner must mean something else here. Look at all these vegetables. Let's see, there's Gyapam, Konuro, and Zabas. And they're all freshly picked this morning. I've never heard of any of them. Maybe I'll buy some to see what they taste like. You want some too, Albie? My treat. Really? Thank you, sir. I'll take some of this and this and this too. Albie, that's quite a lot you've got there already, don't you think? But this is barely enough for a side dish. I hope I brought enough money. I can't read the sign, but this looks like a souvenir shop. It's too bad I don't have time to do some shopping right now. But I'll have to stop by here before I go back home. I'm sure everyone's expecting something, especially Trucy. The gate to Temple. And at the top of those stairs is my home away from home. Just looking at them is making my back ache. This is a real popular bun shop here in Khura'in. Ooh, they even sell magtaman. Let's see, 1 magtaman, 15 damas. Wait a second. Albi, weren't you selling them for 20 damas a piece? The extra 5 damas is the service fee. He's quite the shrewd businessman. It's a poster. Looks like some kind of Karaini superhero. Why do all superheroes look the same regardless of where they come from? Is it the Steel Samurai? He's got the cavity too. A manhole? I guess they have a sewer system here in Korain. What am I thinking? Of course they do. That was ignorant of me. One of his teeth is broken. Yeah, I saw that. When he smiled. Alright, I think let's go to Tarust Inmi's house. May 10, High Priest's house. So this is where the High Priest lived. Wait a minute, this is where they brought me when my back gave out. And the woman in front of that altar, she must be the High Priest's wife. Okay, I cannot examine anything up until I probably talk to her. Excuse me. Yes, may I help you? I was hoping to speak with the High Priest's wife. Are you her? Please forgive the intrusion, Lady Believe. Believe in me. Oh my, your benevolence. Please, be at ease. What a terrible time this must be for you. I owe much to your husband. You have my deepest sympathies for your tragic loss. You honor me with your kind words. Look, dear, the royal priestess has come to visit us. Yes, what's that? Oh, of course. Hee. She's talking with his funeral picture? My husband too is delighted that the royal priestess has graced us with her presence. You can speak with Abbot in me? No, I don't possess the power to speak with the dead, but I can feel his presence. What's that? No, that can wait till later, dear. She's definitely speaking with him. So, your benevolence, what is it that brings you to my humble abode? This lawyer is investigating your husband's death, and I am watching him to ensure he does not tamper with any of the evidence. I know this must be difficult, but could I ask you some questions? A good friend of mine has fallen under suspicion, you see. A friend of yours, so then, you must be Maya's friend from the States, correct? That's right. I'm sorry, but I'm still grieving. Isn't that right, dear? Yes, I know. Abbot Inmi and his wife were one of the closest and most loving couples in Kurain. If she is not ready to talk, I will not allow you to press her any further. She did just lose the love of her life. It would be incredibly insensitive of me to force answers out of her right now. But I need to talk to her if I want to learn more about the High Priest. Plus, there's the warband arrow that Albi found near the house. There's too much I need to find out for me to leave just yet. Would it be okay if I stayed here for a little while? Barbed Head, have you not been listening to a word I said? Look, your benevolence, I'm sorry for her loss, but I'm running out of time. So what I will do is promise to leave if she doesn't change her mind. Please, let me talk to my husband about this. Yes, I know. No, don't. Not in front of the royal priestess. Now, if you would excuse me. What the heck were they even talking about? You have but poured salt on her wounds. This is precisely why you lawyers are so despised. I was just trying to help Maya's case. I didn't mean to hurt Mrs. Inmi. Could it be that you actually possess a conscience? Of course I do. But I'm also desperate for information. So, what do you plan to do now? Pass the time by looking around the room, I guess, and see if she changes her mind. Just see that you do not touch anything you should not. Guess I should watch what I touch then, just in case Princess Rafa gets mad at me. Alright, examine. Alright, Steel Samurai bag. There's a Steel Samurai patch in this bag. Guess the bag must be Maya's. She probably left it here while she was performing that rite. This game looks like kind of like checkers or chess. You mean to say you have never heard of Cachou de Mal? I've heard people describe it as Kuraini's chess. So two players take turns moving their pieces in a bid to capture the other's king? Not quite. In Cachou de Mal, the object is the utter annihilation of your opponent. Furthermore, each piece has a special move that can only be used once per game. Special moves. It sounds like a game right up Maya's alley. Oh, it's a wanted poster for the rebel escapee everyone's talking about. What? Let me see that. That's Arbal, senior member of insurgent leadership and former paratrooper of a foreign land. Wanted for crimes against the kingdom, considered armed and dangerous. So he's ex-military, huh? His appearance alone exudes menace. He must be captured at once. Is something wrong? The bounty is 3 million damas, money that comes out of the people's tax payments. I shall have it lowered to about 1 million damas. You seem unexpectedly concerned with the people's welfare. Unexpectedly? How rude. Nena has always taught me that kingdoms that do not value their people come to ruin. As crown princess, it is only natural that I care for my people. How about sending some of that kindness this way? Well, I suppose I could. If you quit being a lawyer and pay taxes to our kingdom, that is. Oh, well, it was worth a shot. What are these? What is this scary-looking spiky thing? It is a floor cushion for heightening a practitioner's mental focus. Your ignorance astounds me. There is not a soul in Khura'in who would not recognize this. A floor cushion? You mean you're supposed to sit on this? How else would you suggest it be used? Looks like a torture device to me. Alright, trash bin. This looks like a wastebasket. Hey, there's an envelope sticking out. There are 3 holes in a row near the top. Oh, this is probably where the letter was put. Now, where have I seen holes like these before? Scourging around in other people's garbage like some stray dog. You are a pitiful creature indeed. What does it say here? Say what you will, but I've got a job to do. It says, to the High Priest. You cannot even read? You are even more pitiful than I had thought. Thanks, and I will keep your words of wisdom in mind, your benevolence. Guess I should have studied some Kurainese before I came. So the envelope was addressed to the High Priest top, but it's empty. Still, there's something about it I'd better hang on to it. Yes! The envelope! Is this a piece of art of some sort? What a beautiful orb. Is something the matter? Barbed head, take one step back. Okay, done. Do you spot something? Yes, your dismal reflection. It was ruining the orb's beauty. Did you have to put it like that, your benevolence? A poster of the mountains? Oh, the Inner Sanctum Mountain is featured against those other towering peaks. Those beautiful mountains are known as the Roof of Khura'in. And I see they have even included Mount Pony Pony in that poster. Mount Pony Pony is at the smaller peak to the left. Known as the Little Sanctum, it's just west of the Inner Sanctum. Is it not also beautiful? But I suppose a lawyer with a defiled soul such as you could not perceive such beauty. Savage. I know, right? No, that's not true. I think it's absolutely stunning. Mountain range poster added to the court record. Alright. Isn't that Justice Minister I met? But who's the woman in the picture next to him? She looks really important. Could she be the Queen of Khura'in? What a magnificent altar. Of course it is magnificent. It is for the Holy Mother, after all. The Holy Mother, is she that faceless figure there? Such insolence! How do you not know who Her Holiness is on sight? Do you seek to cross over into the Twilight Realm just this instant? Sorry, it won't happen again. This is why lawyers are so despised. Now listen well. Depicting Her Holiness's face is the greatest taboo in all of Khura'inism. There are none alive today who know what her face really looks like. And that includes the members of the royal family. Wow, now there's an unusual custom. It's gotta be one heck of a secret if even the royal family can't know what she looks like. Okay, there probably must be something left that I have not investigated. Right. Altar. Posters. Bag. Poster. Television. What show is this? It is the Plump Punisher, the warrior of Neo Twilight. Steel Samurai reference. It is based on Lady Kira and is the #1 action hero show in Khura'in. The Plump Punisher, warrior of Neo Twilight Realm. Yes, it is an. I'm listening if it's very close to the Steel Samurai theme. It is an entirely original show created right here in our kingdom. Not so sure about its originality given its overall look and that theme song. Is something the matter? Well, it's just we have an action hero show back home that's really similar to this. I'm guessing this shows why Maya is so into Lady Kira. Bootleg discount version. The Steel Samurai, warrior of Neo Oldie Tokyo. It's a popular action hero series filmed right in LA. Set in a city known as Neo Oldie Tokyo, it pits the Steel Samurai in Mortal Kombat against his nemesis, the evil Magistrate. Maya's collected DVDs and merchandise from that series as long as I remember. The Plump Punisher seems awfully similar to the Steel Samurai. The Plump Punisher originated here in Khura'in, is that clear, barbed head? Yes, your benevolence. Note to self, never suggest that again. Alright. Ads are running. I'll just BRB quickly because I need to go to the toilet. So I will run ads. So yeah, BRB. So this is the safe spot, right? No. Sure. Okay. Now, please do not screw this up. Told you not to screw that up. I am sorry I destroyed the comedic timing of that hint. So I will pretend, I will do my best acting job to find, to try to like go to that hint for the first time. Alright. Okay, haha, we found out that there's a fish here. Get wrecked, fish. I'm surprised there isn't a second fish. Okay, I fell to that trap the last time. I will not fall for it again. What is this? Mushroom. Where do you get a mushroom? Gasp! Go back! Oh no. That was bad acting. I am so sorry. You know what? I can like just get in there right away. Why am I still waiting for that to like blow up? Yeah, it's here. Haha. If you kill that second Goomba. Okay, ice, concrete, cloud, question, ice. Do not Greg. I Gregged. That was embarrassing. YOLO or not the YOLO? YOLO! That's good. You know what? What if this is the answer? It's not. There's a door there. I think there's a door there. There's a door here. This setup looks so familiar again. You know what? Okay, fine. Pretend that I did not recognize the door. Let's go through the level. Where was the other plank? And we back. All right. Let's continue the investigation. All right, so we've inspected everything in the High Priest's house, and let's continue this dialogue. All right, Lady Believe has not had a change of heart, and simply waiting shall not change that. All right, what is Lady Believe's? Strange guy. You can't see his face on account of his beard. Pretty suspicious, if you ask me. Believe in me, age 31. Widow of the victim, she usually plays the part of Lady Kira in the Purification Rite. Can't we wait just a little longer? Wonder if she'll ever open up. Oh, you're still here. Lady Believe. Mrs. Inmi, do you think you're ready to talk? Is it okay with you, dear? Yes, I will let him know. Lady Believe, you don't have to speak to this lawyer if it is not your wish. No, it's quite alright. If my husband were still with us, he would say, as much as it pains me to have my lovely wife speak on such matters, if it would help to find the truth, then ask whatever you may. Okay, I'll take you up on your generous offer. Wait, did Mrs. Enmi call herself lovely just now? Well, whatever are you waiting for? Ask your questions quickly so your departure may just be as swift. Yes, of course. Trust in me. Do you have any idea why your husband might have been killed? Was he acting different or doing anything out of the ordinary lately? No, I don't recall anything of the sort. This is really difficult. Did anybody have a grudge against him? He was a kind man and one of peace. He would never do anything that would cause someone to bear a grudge against him. Cyclops. These are Cyclops. Wait, do I have the Magatama? I don't have the Magatama. This means Mrs. Inmi is trying to hide something from me. This is the Magatama Maya gave me all those years ago. And it has a really amazing power. Oh, now I think I'm seeing it now. It reacts when someone is hiding something. And allows me to see the Cyclops that are holding that person's mind shut. Whenever I see any, I only have to press present my Magatama to try and unlock them. Unlocking them all usually allows me to coax the truth out of someone. Wait, do I not... I don't... Oh, the Magatam is not part of the court record anymore. Alright. Okay.
Take that!
Take that! Cyclops. They appeared when I asked her whether anyone held a grudge against her husband. That must mean that Mrs. Envy thought of someone who might have such a grudge. Let's just stir a pot a little and see what happens. Alright, save scum time. Mrs. Envy, I have an idea who your husband's real killer might be. That would be Mai, would it not? No, of course not. It has to be someone with a motive to kill him. This is who I believe had a reason to kill your husband. The escaped prisoner Lady Kira, Rebel Dirk. Lady Kira? It was the rebel hunter disguised as Lady Kira. Everyone's talking about her. Wow, I know not of what you speak. Really? Because she even made the front page recently. I am but the humble servant of Lady Kira. What reason would she have to kill someone as insignificant as I? Actually, I have something that just might show why Lady Kira would kill Abbott in me. It's this letter, right?
Take that!
This is a letter of warning from Lady Kira. Maya found it. It was in the inner sanctum, and only Maya and your husband were there at the time. This letter reached its intended recipient, your husband, the High Priest, didn't it? And how do you know Maya wasn't lying to you? Because I've never seen that letter before, and I doubt my husband ever did either. It's the envelope. Sorry, but I have evidence that proves this warning was meant for your husband.
Take that!
What's that? It's an envelope addressed to the High Priest. The warning letter was delivered to your husband inside this, wasn't it? What nonsense is this? How can you prove the warning letter was delivered in this envelope? There's gotta be some way to prove it. Wait a second. Don't the envelope and the warning letter have something in common? I think there just might be something that links the envelope to the warning letter. There is? Yes, and that proof is right here on the warning letter. This spot on the warning letter proves that it was delivered on that envelope.
Take that!
That's the holes. The 3 holes in the envelope are in the same shape and arrangement as the holes in the warning letter. And if you fold the letter in thirds and place it in the envelope, the holes line up. As for what made the holes, I believe it was this. Yep, it was the 3-pronged arrow.
Take that!
They were made by this Warbad arrow, one of the weapons favored by Lady Kira. The warning was folded in thirds, placed in the envelope, and addressed to the High Priest, and delivered to your husband on the points of this arrow. Unlock successful. Nice. Are you ready to tell me the truth now? I admit the warning was sent to my husband, but he was not an insurgent. Then why did you keep it a secret? Because the authorities might have suspected him of being one if I hadn't. I guess that makes sense. If the rebel hunter was after him, I can see how people might at least suspect. We are a Kurainist kingdom, as such, rising up against the monarchy is the same as blaspheming Kurainism itself. Your husband was a devout priest of Kurainism, and you fear that his good name would be tarnished if the warning went public. Yes, that makes sense, but is it the hot, honest truth? What if the High Priest really was a rebel? The rebel hunter would have had the motive to kill him. Still, this just doesn't feel like the right time to ask her about it. Could you tell me a little more about the warning? It arrived about 3 days before the purification rite. When we woke that morning, it was already there by the side of our bed. It was by the side of your bed? Yes, we had the whole house locked up tight. And yet, someone still managed to slip in. Oh, it was so frightening, wasn't it, dear? But you didn't contact the police. Because you didn't want them to suspect your husband of being a rebel? And that's right. If only we had told the police, maybe Taras would still be alive today. Oh, lovely wife, no need to fret, my dear. My only regret is that I left you all alone. Barbed head, that is quite enough. Yes, you're probably right. Mrs. Inme, I'm sorry to have bothered you at such a difficult time. Don't be silly, I'm happy if I've helped. Your benevolence, may you swiftly shine light upon the truth. Barbed head, you seem bent on casting suspicion upon Lady Kira. And by doing so, you seek to deflect the blame from the real killer, Maya Fey. That is the only logical conclusion. I'm in no position to disprove her at this point. If only I could find something to support my theory that the High Priest was a rebel. The only other person who might know more about Abbott Inme would be Maya. They might be done questioning her by now. Maybe I'll stop by the detention center. Because Maya is innocent. Spoiler alert! My mother has said what? It seems I must go. Oops. No worries. You're a fool. Yes, you are a Niv. Screenshot that. Did something happen? Yes. My mother has decreed that a rite shall be held for the High Priest's passing, and that she shall conduct the prayer of lament therein. Her Eminency has so decreed, has she? Oh, but she should not concern herself with a humble priest like my husband. No, it is only natural, considering his meritorious service. The rite will be held at the palace. You are to accompany me there at once, Lady Believe. Thank you, your benevolence. My husband is most delighted too. How wonderful for you, Mrs. Inme. A direct decree from the Queen? That must be quite an honor. Barbed head, you are coming as well. Huh? But I don't have much time left to investigate. As the one charged with monitoring you, you must remain within my sight at all times. Besides, it'll take but a moment. Now, come along. Ugh, arguing at the point will probably just make things worse for me. I better let her have her way this time. Alright, May 10. Garan Palace Audience Chamber. Oh, hello. There's Mr. Minister of Justice. Welcome, Lady Believe. This is the Queen. Wow. So this is the Queen of Khura'in. What is wrong with you, Barbed Head? Show some respect. Huh, should I bow or prostrate myself? No, it is quite alright. Stay as you are. Mother. Your Eminency, I would like to give thanks to you. You honor both me and my husband. His exemplary service deserves to be honored. Oh, but what a terribly trying time this must be for you, Lady Believe. May my prayer comfort your soul and that of your dearly departed husband. Nothing would please me more. Oh, your Eminency, your words are wasted on my humble husband and I. Now that's what I call a commanding presence. So, you are the lawyer of whom my daughter speaks. Yes, Your Eminency, I am so very honored to make your noble acquaintanceship. I'm humbled to bask in your resplendence. Ack! Did I overdo it? I have no idea how to talk to a queen. Ho, may the Holy Mother's blessing be upon you. Now then, Lady Believe, let us go to the Chamber of Prayer. Rayfa, you are to accompany us too. Yes, Mother. Wow, the Queen is seriously something else. The Prayer of Lament, huh? Have this guy. Don't see how that'll do any good. It's Justice Minister Inga. Who are you, buddy? Nice to see you again, Minister Inga. Nice to see you again, Mr. Inga. Again, have we met? I'm Phoenix Wright. We met in the accused lobby the other day. Oh, right. Blue shoot, jagged hair. You're that lawyer who brought my daughter down a peg or two. Your daughter? Yeah, Rayfa. He's Princess Rayfa's father? So he's Queen Garan's husband? You planning on sticking your fat nose in this mess too? The accused is a good friend of mine. Like I said the last time, you better watch yourself, see? Do you mind if I ask you a few questions? You want to question me? That would be great. You got balls for a lawyer. Guess I can play along a bit. But I got things to do, see? So we'll have to talk while I work. I bet it'd tick him off if I left now, so I should talk to him a bit. Alright, let's talk. I wanted to let you know that I'll be the defense lawyer in this case too. What? Well, don't say I didn't warn ya. You only won last time cause that idiotic prosecutor filed false charges. Wow, the heck, nice cigar. He's using it as a stamp. Yep. The cigar is a stamp too. But it's gonna be different this time. I got Kara in top prosecutor in this case This one, I see. I don't care who I go up against. I'm going to prove my client innocent. You haven't forgotten that little thing called the Defense Culpability Act, have you? Blow this one and you'll suffer the same fate as the accused. How could I forget? You lawyers are all the same. You strut your stuff like the DC Act comes down hard. Then you start begging and pleading for your lives. It's really hard to watch, I tell ya. Well, I don't plan on letting it come to that. Were you the one who wrote the Defense Culpability Act? Maybe I did, maybe I didn't. What's it to you? Either way, as Justice Minister, I'm going to enforce the thing. It started as a way to counter the dirty tricks of your trade like falsified evidence. Kinda reminds me of that guy from Ace Attorney 1 with all the rich jewelry, Mr. White. Yup, that was Red White. But it turned out to be quite handy. Efficient, even. Handy? Efficient? Yeah, made my job real easy. Any goons who cross me or the Garan administration are gonna get just what they deserve, especially those rebel scum. You can get away with that here? Better watch your mouth, lawyer. I enforce the law in Kurain, see? And being that I'm the queen's husband, that makes me king. No. I'm pretty sure the queen is the boss around here. Go on. Say what you're thinking so I can charge you with lese majesty. Irk. Can't get myself arrested now. Listen up, lawyer. We got a low crime rate and a populace that lives in peace. And that's all thanks to the DC Act, so I don't want to hear any more lip about it. But I can't defend my client unless I can speak my mind. Even without the DC Act, Dirk and his insurgent scum buddies' days are numbered. What's that supposed to mean? Let's just say I got a little trick up my sleeve, so I'd watch it if I were you. Cause you got a defiant attitude, like one of them dragon dupes. More stamps. Say, White. You know what these are? No, what? Orders of execution. They really pile up if I start slacking off. What? And tomorrow I'll have even more work to do, processing the one for your little friend. And if you really do defend her, I'll have to add one more to the pile for you. But you're not stupid enough to waste your life on that criminal, are ya? Don't worry, I'll make sure to lighten your workload, Inga. I won't give you a single execution order to sign tomorrow. I have returned, Barbed Head. Your benevolence, are you done with it, right? Yes, it was performed flawlessly. Lady Believe stayed behind to speak with Mother. I hope this will ease her sorrow even just a little. So, you have been speaking with my father? Yes, you could say that. My father is a great man. He works tirelessly to keep the peace in our kingdom. Khura'in, as it stands today, owes everything to the efforts of my mother and my father. You should feel deeply honored. Under normal circumstances, they would have never spoken so readily with a lawyer. Yes, of course. It seems Reifa doesn't know what her father is really like. Well, now that we're done here, let's go see if I can talk to Maya now. More talk with Maya? May 10th, Detention Center. Oh, it's you, Nick. Maya, are you okay? The questioning wasn't too harsh, was it? No, I'm alright. How about you? Make any progress? Well, I haven't found any conclusive evidence that could prove your innocence, but I have a small lead. Really? But for right now, I'd like to ask a little about the High Priest. Sure, ask away. By the way, what's the princess doing with you still, Nick? Doesn't she have anything better to do? Doesn't seem like it. I heard that. How rude. Of course I have many other things I could be doing. It's just a thought, but do you think the High Priest could have been a rebel? A rebel? Why would you even think of that? Because if he was, then the rebel hunter Lady Kira would have had a motive to kill him. What? Uh-oh, Princess Reifa overheard me. What idiocy is this? Abbot in me, a rebel? It's beyond the pale. My mother has offered a prayer of lament to his soul. That is the sort of person he was. Alright. I was just raising the possibility. I will not listen to such tomfoolery. She stormed out. Oh well, nothing we can do about that. Do you recall the High Priest doing anything suspicious? Come to think of it, he seemed unusually restless during the raid. He kept glancing up at the sky, though I have no idea why. He was restless and kept looking up at the sky? That doesn't really tell us much, does it? Anything else come to mind? Sorry, that's about it. Guess this is all I'm going to learn about the High Priest now. Oh, but there's one thing I should follow up on. Yeah, you wanted to tell me something earlier about this spirit channeling. With Princess Reifa gone, this might be my only chance. Maya, about what you said earlier. Why can't you tell anyone you're able to channel spirits? Oh, that. You know how all the queens are also spirit mediums here? I heard. It was kind of a shock at first, though. In Khura'inism, spirit channeling is a secret art that can only be performed by the queen. No one else is supposed to be able to do it. I see. So spirit channeling is a symbol of power or authority then, in that sense. I can see why it would look bad if nobody from another country were able to do it. Spirit channeling in the Khura'in tradition was developed from a Khura'inist style that was brought to the US via Japan. Okay, now we're linking Japan here. But it seems like my clan's spiritual power is greater than that of the average Khura'inese. Maybe a quirk due to how our styles diverge, but I don't really know. So, if spirit channeling is a power possessed only by the queens of Khura'in, and it's a power that somehow made its way down the line to Maya, then I guess that makes Queen Garan and Princess Reifa distant relatives of Maya? Anyway, it's not like there's some kind of rule about it. It's just, I'd rather not have it become an issue or anything. That's why mediums who come here to train hide the fact that they can channel spirits. I see. I had no idea it was so complicated. Either way, training here is a must to fulfill the qualification needed to become the master. And what is this qualification to become the master? To be able to channel spirits of one's own volition and without fail every time. Like, remember how my spirit channeling was always hit or miss? I only ever succeeded about 30% of the time. Yeah, and it was more like spirits possessed her as opposed to her channeling them. So you can do it every single time now whenever you want. Yep. At least I think. You think? Well, I haven't actually tried channeling anyone since I completed my training here. But once I get back home, I plan on taking the final spirit medium test. I'll have to try channeling one spirit after another in a marathon channeling session. Only those who pass the test are worthy of becoming the master, huh? Yeah, but I know I can do it. I'm going to ace that test and become the next master. After all, I can't let my clan and the other villagers down. Right. Maya's the next big hope of Khura'in village. That's gotta be a lot of pressure. Give us a demo, Maya. Yes, channel Mia. Sorry. So, speaking of similarities, I've noticed another similarity between our countries besides spirit channeling. I saw a show on TV earlier that reminded me of the Steel Samurai. Oh, you must mean the Plum Punisher, warrior of Neo Twilight Realm. So, you've already seen the Plum Punisher, you really don't miss a beat. Actually, it was her benevolence who told me all about it. There is not a single person in Khura'in who does not know of it. Oh, your benevolence, you're back. As the royal priestess, I am charged with monitoring your movements. So, I have changed my mind. For in order to fulfill my duty, I must not avert my ears, not even from your blasphemous theories. Her sense of duty is commendable, but I wouldn't mind if she backed off a bit. Great timing, your benevolence. There's actually something I wanted to show the both of you. Show off? Maya sure seems excited all of a sudden. Yep. Ta-da! What's that? It's an ultra-rare Plum Punisher strap. F? What? No. Hi. Check YouTube. I should still be up. Yeah. All right. No worries. Yep. All right. It's an ultra-rare Plum Punisher strap. There's only one of them in the world. It was specially made to promote the TV show. You're the owner of the strap? Don't tell me you're a Plum Punisher fan, to your benevolence. No, of course not. Only little children watch that show. I have no interest in such things. Right. No, I'm telling the truth. Sure, let's just leave it at that. So, how did you get your hands in that, Maya? I found a kindred spirit in a Plum Punisher fan here in Khura'in. It resulted in an exchange of cultures transcending natural borders. And by cultural exchange, you mean you swap TV show promo merchandise? You bet. I traded my Steel Samurai watch for this strap. It's a super rare watch that plays the Steel Samurai theme song when the alarm goes off. My newfound Khura'inese friend was so happy I got this one-of-a-kind strap in return. I guess there are people like that wherever you go, even here in Khura'in. Watch this. When you press the Magatama on her belt, it plays the show's theme song. That sounds just like the Steel Samurai theme song. What are you talking about? Can't you hear the folk instruments in the intro and the exotic tones throughout? Plus, the Steel Samurai has Japanese taiko drums that go... dun, 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 in the intro. Plump Punisher strap added to the court record. Right. Guess my ears just aren't as good as yours. Anyway, I have this amazing idea for a new show. The Plump Punisher versus the Steel Samurai. You know what? Plot twist, it's Plump Punisher who's not the new Lady Kira. Anyway. I'm going to totally go pitch it to some TV stations when I get back home. It's going to be a huge hit. Right, Your Benevolence? I have no interest in such things. Well, if nothing else, talking about the Plump Punisher has thankfully seemed to cheer Maya up a bit. It's getting late. Try to get some sleep, okay, Maya? And leave tomorrow to me. Okay, thanks, Nick. I think I've covered just about everything. Time to head back to the temple and go over everything I've learned so far. My father's a great man with a gentle soul, is he not? Yes, well, we're talking about the same person here. You too could become a man of upstanding character if you learn from his example. Sure, upstanding character. Him? I care little for that tone of yours. It is as if you do not agree. Oh, you have it all wrong. Why is my face always such an open book? You have visited the accused a number of times already. Could it be you are smuggling in tools one at a time for a jailbreak? Of course not. Besides, you've been watching me like a hawk. Well then, perhaps you are cutting the bars in the visitor's room bit by bit. How on earth would I even do that? With that barbed head of yours, of course. Now this is getting ridiculous. Of course it is. I am merely having a little fun here. Well, please don't have it at my expense. I'm mentally taxed enough already. Alright, I think it's time to move to... Wait, time to go back to the temple, I guess. May 10th, Temple. It's getting late, won't be long till sundown. Mr. Wright, your benevolence! Yep, it's Albie. Are you done with your investigation for today? Pretty much. I thought I'd go over what I've learned so far. Care to join me? Yes, please allow me to help. Okay, first, we know that the High Priest received a warning 3 days ago. It was from someone claiming to be Lady Kira and it told him to not perform the rite. That's right, it was that rebel hunter, but what of it? That's what I'm not sure of yet. Why would Lady Kira want to stop the rite? If you could solve that mystery, right, I could figure out her motive for threatening the High Priest. It might be the break I need, but I just don't know enough right now to act on that lead. How unfortunate for you, Barbed Head. Your only hope is pure speculation. That shall not stand up in the Hall of Justice. You have no actual proof of Lady Kira's involvement in this crime, after all. Yeah, the warning letter alone can't prove who killed the High Priest. I'll give you one last chance to withdraw before you are charged under the DC Act. Your benevolence! While it is true you did not forge or suppress any evidence, that is perhaps a product of my careful monitoring of your every move, I wasn't planning to do anything like that in the first place, your benevolence. But I am going to prove Maya's innocence within the confines of the law. How can you be so sure you will? Because of my undying faith in my clients. That is a lawyer's greatest weapon. What nonsense. You have chosen to dig your own grave. When next we meet, it shall be in the Hall of Justice. As Royal Priestess, it is my duty to reveal the truth through the divination seance. This time, I will prove that the insights I gleaned thereof are the very truth itself. Prepare yourself, for this shall be your last trial. And your last rites. Tomorrow shall end with you under the headman's axe. Tomorrow, I'll be defending Maya in that so-called Hall of Justice again. Dedge. That whole seance thing makes trials here completely different from those back home. Plus, I don't have a shred of conclusive evidence. On the other hand, I've gotten plenty of confusion and anxiety to spare. I'll have to think of something. After all, I'm the only lawyer in all of Kurain. I have to do this. I will do this. I'll prove Maya's innocence if it's the last thing I do. To be continued. Ah. Alright. I think we'll end it here tonight. Because of course we know how long these trial segments go. Alright. We'll end it here. Alright, everyone. Thank you very much for joining in. I really do appreciate it. I do apologize for the cut earlier. It's because I don't know what's happened with my internet, but I will check that out later. Anyway, as for schedules, tomorrow I will be off. I will be back on Saturday for the usual Mario Maker trolls. As for next week, I still have to check because I do have some plans IRL. But yeah, do check out the schedule tab below in Twitch for any updates, or in Twitter as well. Speaking of Twitter, socials. Please don't forget to check out the socials. Twitter, I'll post whether I'll be streaming or not. And link dump, I'm sorry, Aniv. And yeah, please do check out the YouTube channel. Yes, the YouTube. Anyway, alright, let us find someone to raid. I think I do have someone in mind. I do not know if they are still going. Alright, I think let's raid Biju. I hope they are still going. Yep, alright, it looks like they are still. Anyway. Alright, we'll raid Biju. Anyway, I think that is it. Everyone, thank you very much. Have a great rest of your day, rest of your night. And I will see you all next time. Bye.